Well, one thing I've learned is French. That's been fantastic. That's something I spoke a little bit of French before I came, and I'm now able to have conversations, which is wonderful. And that's something which I really can't overstate, because being able to talk with people in another language and to understand them when it would otherwise be impossible is just fantastic. So that's something for which I'm really thankful. I think also being able to have conversations with people who aren't always very willing to have conversations is something which I've really, that's an ability which I've really grown, I think. I think upon arriving, if a young 16-year-old looked pretty grumpy and had pulled his hoodie over his head and didn't seem very willing to take part in a conversation, I probably would have kind of shrugged and not pushed it particularly. But I think becoming better at drawing them out and helping them to take part and to engage and to enjoy themselves, that's something which I've really learned. And then all of the sorts of things that one learns over a year of helping to organise projects and working with people in this kind of thing of organisation and of teamwork and the more nebulous things.
And would you recommend volunteering to other young people? And if so, what would you say to them?
Yes, yes, I definitely would recommend it. I think volunteering, especially when you volunteer internationally, which I know that's something which I've been really lucky to have, and that's not at all to say that volunteering close to home is any less important, but certainly volunteering internationally gives you a wonderful opportunity to meet people and to understand a different culture and a different environment, which I think helps enormously in being able to empathize with people and to understand where they're coming from and to be able to connect with people across barriers. But I think in particular, volunteering more generally is wonderful because firstly, it gives you a chance to give back to society and to help to empower those who have need of support. And secondly, and this is something which has really stood out to me in France, people volunteer because they care about other people. And I think among volunteers can be found communities quite unlike other parts of society. So I think I'd recommend to anybody who's interested in helping people to volunteer, and then anybody who's interested in meeting kind people as well.